Hello and welcome to the National Portrait Gallery, where in a very short time, this year's Portrait Artist of the Year, Wendy Barrett, will be unveiling her portrait of the international conservationist famous for her work with chimpanzees, Dr. Jane Goodall. I, for one, can't wait.
Over the course of 9 weeks, 63 talented artists chosen from over 1,600 applicants have painted the portrait of a star-studded lineup of famous sitters.
Oh!
Painting a weirdo. Each artist competing for an incredible prize of £10,000 and a commission from the National Portrait Gallery. Wendy Barrett won her heat with a painting of opera singer Nicky Spence.
She's given us a real Scot here.
And you do understand that he's a mountain of a man, even though we're only getting head and shoulders.
In the semi-final, her charming portrait of Emma Bunton earned her a place in the illustrious final 3.
Everything is very well balanced. There's not much there, and yet every element sings.
And it was her commissioned portrait of husband Fred, followed by her portrait of our very own Dame Joan Bakewell.
I love your palette.
You got a little table, put your gin and tonic on it.
Wonderful.
That saw her crowned Portrait Artist of the Year 2023.
Wendy Barrett.
Wendy, great painter with a sensitivity for the human condition, and that combination is just magical.
Wendy's sitter is esteemed ethologist, activist and conservationist Dr. Jane Goodall. We follow Wendy as she gets to know Dr. Jane.
It's so wonderful to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
And prepares herself for the biggest commission of her life that will be unveiled at the National Portrait Gallery.
Will you help me unveil it?
Me?
Yes, why not? Winning artist Wendy Barrett lives on the south coast in Worthing with her husband and muse, Fred.
I love painting Fred. I find him interesting to look at. And he's cheap.
The last portrait she did of me for the commission was probably the one which I thought was the most beautiful painting I think that she's done of me.
Luckily for Wendy,
Wendy Barrett.
the judges agreed.
It's amazing, but still not quite sinking in. I thought I'd be lucky to get through the first heat. How wrong was I? It was very emotional. Because, you know, my sister was over from Brussels, my stepdaughter was there, some of the most important people in my life were there.
When her name was called out, it was really emotional. It was a feeling I've never felt before.
I knew who was going to win. There was never any doubt in my mind.
What drives me is the constant looking and learning, playing around with materials. It's about experimentation. I suppose my style, its roots are in tradition. I want to give sort of movement and life, so it's sort of tradition with expression. I'm an oil painter, but I'd probably do more drawing than I do painting. I had this battle between drawing and painting, and they were two separate things. I'm like, why can't I paint like I draw? And I suddenly thought, oh, actually, I could start drawing into my paint. You know, I'm a lover of lines. Dr. Jane is the absolute perfect sitter for me. I love painting people with a story, and she's got a story.
Dr. Jane Goodall is truly an international icon. Since her groundbreaking studies of chimpanzees in the 1960s, Dr. Goodall has gone on to found the Jane Goodall Institute and become a UN Messenger of Peace. She may be just shy of 90, but her work and commitment to campaigning around the globe on behalf of the natural world hasn't waned.
Trying to get that history over in a portrait is really exciting. It's daunting because I've got to try and do her justice, and that's a huge task.
When I first heard that it was Jane Goodall, I was so excited. I can't think of a better painter to paint her. When you paint her to paint her, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I just think it's such an amazing opportunity. It's almost overwhelming.
She knows that she's a great artist now. When she paints portraits, she's interested in bringing out the heart and soul of the person that she's painting. And I think that somebody as magnificent as Dr. Jane deserves that. Oh, I'm so proud of you.
Thanks, honey.
I love you.
What's the book? What's it called? What's on the front? Rebel Girls. So who's the rebel girl you're looking at?
Jane Goodall.
Dr. Jane's life story has fascinated people across the globe, including Wendy's own granddaughter, Robin.
What do you know about Jane Goodall?
She loves chimpanzees and she went to live with them.
She did. I think it's really important that children know that they can do anything. And I think especially girls, because often they're swayed away from sciences, from unusual careers.
What were you saying that you wanted to be when you grew up? Can you
A
remember?
vet.
A vet? Oh, wow, perfect. What a brilliant thing to do. It feels like a huge responsibility because I want it to be inspiring. You know, I teach because I want to inspire people to draw and to see the world in a different way. And Dr. Jane Goodall wants to inspire people to see the world in a different way that's important. Are you looking forward to seeing the final portrait that Nanny does?
Yeah.
When I've finished it, Robin, it's going to hang in a very important gallery in London. So would you like to come with Nanny to see it in London? Oh, that'd be fantastic. If you speak to anybody who knows me, what my favourite art gallery in London is, I'm not just saying this, but it's always been the National Portrait Gallery.
Wendy has been invited to the world-renowned gallery to meet Senior Curator of Contemporary Collections, Sarah Howgate.
Hello.
Hello, Sarah.
Welcome to the National Portrait Gallery.
Oh, it's so lovely to be here.
The new, transformed National Portrait Gallery.
I just can't wait. I'm so excited.
Have you been in before?
Not since it's reopened,
Oh, wow.
but before loads of times.
Well, you'll see a complete transformation.
I can't wait.
Come with me.
Thank you.
With more than 1,000 exhibits spanning 6 centuries, the National Portrait Gallery has recently been given a new lease of life, with a renovation project that houses its ever-growing contemporary collection.
So this is where your portrait is going to be hanging.
Oh, my goodness. Cool.
So this is called History Makers Now. So they're the people who are really making a difference to Britain today. We've got this wonderful painting of Doreen Lawrence by Thomas Ganter, and then Peter Blake's portrait of Michael Eavis at Glastonbury. So, of course, we've got the portrait of Sir Lenny Henry, painted by last year's winner, Maura Caister.
It's making it seem more real, because now I've seen that, there's a connection to what I'm doing. So why Dr. Jane?
We felt it was important to represent more environmentalists.
Yeah.
And Dr. Jane is such an important figure. She's been someone that we've wanted to commission a portrait of for a very long time, but she's declined in the past. And so now we have this great opportunity. We already have a portrait of Dr. Jane Goodall in her younger years.
Oh, fabulous.
As part of this amazing work in progress of women throughout history. And there's the portrait of Jane Goodall down here.
Oh, fantastic.
with a chimpanzee. So you don't have to paint
Yes.
a chimpanzee because we've already got her with a chimpanzee.
So I can see there's such a wide mix of sizes and shapes. Do you have any preference?
We try not to be too prescriptive about scale.
Yes.
But I sort of
Yeah.
think in this instance, to have a sort of portrait that really focuses on Jane's head and shoulders, maybe, because she's just got such an incredible face.
Yes, she
Tells
has.
a
Yes.
life story, really.
That's music to my ears,
Good.
because that's what I do.
Yeah,
is
perfect.
I find the story in the face.
Yeah.
And I just hope I can do both Jane and you justice.
I'm sure you will.
Thank you.
I think it's quite a daunting prospect to be painting a portrait that will sit alongside portraits by Alex Katz, Peter Blake, Maggie Hamling. I'm very excited to see what Wendy will do and how she will approach this portrait.
It's starting to feel much more real now. It's a huge task. I remember how inspired I was seeing portraiture paintings in galleries. So if I can inspire somebody else to paint and draw and go for it, then that's fantastic. I can't wait to get going.
For their first sitting, Wendy is meeting Dr. Jane at her family home in Bournemouth.
I get the sense there's going to be a connection, but you don't know until you actually meet somebody.
Hello.
Hello.
At last we meet.
It's so wonderful to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
And I have a little present for
Oh.
you. We heard through the grapevine.
You know that's for my throat, don't you?
I do.
Yes.
Oh,
Let's
fantastic.
go through. You have to go
Thank
through
you.
that gate. I would love Wendy to be able to capture determination and compassion. I'm going to be 90 next year. So who can capture 90 years' worth of experience and living? And it's really difficult.
Portrait Artist of the Year winner Wendy Barrett is in Bournemouth to meet Dr. Jane Goodall and begin work on her commission for the National Portrait Gallery.
The first sitting really is me trying to take everything in. I have some preconceived ideas about what I want, but also I need to stay open. It's really keeping open to my instinct. It's about keeping it loose and fluid so it can move, it can change.
Here we go.
Perfect. Wonderful. I do like whiskey.
Opera singers do it.
Do you prefer to be called Dr. Jane or Jane?
Just Jane.
Just Jane.
Plain Jane and no nonsense.
So how do you feel about me observing you now?
The trouble is, I just hate looking at myself. I hate photographs and paintings.
No pressure.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Two little chimps meeting.
Yes. Cheers. So this is more like note-taking. So just picking up certain things about how your face is structured and what I find interesting.
Okay.
You've had so many adventures.
Yeah.
So it all started here.
It all started here.
It all started
I was
here.
in that room, the second window up. Now I'm right up at the top.
It's a beautiful house.
All my childhood's here.
So what's got you thinking about Africa?
Oh, Dr. Dolittle and Tarzan. I love this book, The Story of Dr. Dolittle, so much. I still have it.
Oh, do you?
Yes, it says Christmas 1945. And I found this tiny little book, cheap edition, Tarzan of the Apes. So I just had enough money to buy it and read
Wow.
it from cover to cover. Fell passionately in love with Tarzan.
Yes, of
And what did
course.
he do?
He married a Jane.
He married the wrong Jane.
John, the wrong
Yes.
Jane.
It was really I mean, I knew there wasn't a Tarzan, but that was it. I'm going to grow up, go to Africa, live with wild animals, and write books about them. And everybody laughed at me. How will you get there? We didn't have much money.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
you're just a girl.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
not my mother.
Yeah.
She said, if you really want to do something like this, you're going to
Yes.
have to work really, really hard.
Yeah.
And then if you don't give up, hopefully you find a way.
Amazing mother to do that.
Thank goodness for Mum.
Yes. I noticed in your notebooks in Gombe that you did drawings of the chimps.
First the chimps ran away from me, and then David Greybeard began to let me get a bit closer. And then he showed me tool using, making tools, in other words, picking a leafy twig, and before he could use it to fish for termites, he had to remove the leaves carefully. And at that time, science thought humans and only humans used and made tools. We were defined as man the tool maker.
Yes.
And so then I gradually got to know all the chimpanzees. I knew them like family. And then, you know, when I went to Cambridge University for the first time and the professors told me I'd done everything wrong, I shouldn't have named the chimps. Oh, that's not scientific. You should have numbered them. And you can't talk about them having personalities, minds, or emotions. Those are unique to humans.
Wow. Yeah.
And I just quietly went on talking about the chimps, and gradually scientific opinion changed. But what gave me the courage to stand up to them was the teacher I had as a child, right here in this very garden. And that was my dog, Rusty.
Oh, yeah?
You cannot have a dog, a cat, a pig, a horse, I don't care what, and not know that we're not the only beings with personalities.
You're very natural. You're like Mother Earth, aren't you?
Well, I am two people. I mean, I am the Jane that you've been talking to.
Yes.
But I'm also the Jane that is passionate about saving the planet.
Yes.
I don't know how you combine the two, because they're two different people, almost. The chair's getting hard, isn't it? My bum is numb. I've got a numb bum. Numb bum.
I think I'm going to stop there before I start fiddling too much. Do you want to have a look? Can you bear to look at yourself?
I won't look at myself. I will look at your skill.
Okay. So this is a rough sketch in charcoal. And I'm trying to find those lovely deep-set eyes and all the shapes that I'm seeing.
I think I look angry.
Yeah, I haven't quite got you because you're gentle. But there's still a lot of work to be done.
I think it's absolutely brilliant that you could sit there and produce that in that time.
Thank you. OK, I'm going to take some photographs of you. Can you look at me as if you're observing me?
I think Wendy is a lovely person, and so I enjoyed talking with her. The final drawing today, I thought, was the beginning of capturing something which eventually I might like.
Yeah, a cheeky smile is good. She's just amazing. There's so much going on because she's such an interesting person to speak to. She's very open and honest. There's a lovely aura about her, a real gentleness, but also the humor. She's got a bit of a mischievous side, which really appeals. Lovely.
So, last cheer with the little chimps.
With the chimps.
Meeting.
Cheer of the chimps.
And congratulations.
Thank you. Hmm?
Oh.
Having had the chance to reflect on her first sitting with Dr. Jane, Wendy has been using the time to work on more studies and build on ideas for the final piece.
This is quite a unique commission because it's not being commissioned by the person who's sitting. I'd heard she was reticent about having a portrait done. I didn't realise quite how reticent. I'm still learning about Dr. Jane's face. I'm just planning out the face now, but I'd quite like to see if I can start to get that look in her eye that I want. I then want to work in it more with the charcoal to see if I can get more of that emotion in her face. I'm finding out more about how to put across what I want to say about Dr. Jane, and then it's nice to sit with that for a little while. Sometimes you need space in between doing the studies, looking at them, and then making decisions. At the moment, I'm doing studies to try and find that emotion and that humanity in her face and what it is about her face that shows that. And then I've got to start thinking about how I can take those sketches that I think are working and think about the size and proportions and composition.
Due to Dr. Jane's busy international schedule, the amount of time Wendy has with her is limited, but she's got the chance to quietly observe Dr. Jane in London, giving an exclusive talk to an invited audience about her life and work.
Observing is like I'm an outsider, so I'm watching them in their natural environment. So I suppose it's a bit like Dr. Jane watching the chimps from afar through binoculars, in effect, seeing what they do without my interaction.
If I was a chimpanzee, or we were all chimpanzees here tonight, what would you say to us, or how could you say it?
I would say... And that means this is me, this is Jane. In chimpanzee, sometimes a young male will lose his mother and he'll give that call, and as every chimpanzee...
She's going to be more relaxed because she's doing something that she's well versed at. So she's going to be gesticulating in a very natural way, how she does without thinking or without knowingly being looked at.
I got together with a group of young people in Dar es Salaam, and we had a discussion about what they could do. And that's when our youth program, Roots and Shoots, was born. 12 high school students with the main message, every single one of us makes an impact on the planet every single day. When my original 6...
I want to come away with how she holds herself, the sort of aura she gives off, how she is with people, how she is in her environment.
You know, I see the human race as at the mouth of a very, very long, dark tunnel. And right at the end, there's a little star, and that's hope. But we don't sit at the mouth of the tunnel and hope it comes to us. We have to climb over, crawl under, work our way around all the obstacles that lie between us and hope.
Dame Jane Goodall, thank you very much indeed. It's been an honour. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Amy.
It was fantastic to get that atmosphere in the room and see how engaging she was in a very, very simple way, you know, with humour, so articulate. She's so petite and looks so fragile, but she's so strong. So I'm sketching now, putting down the things I remember, which is going to be really useful for when I next see her. I'm being bombarded with so many ideas, but I think in the end I like to keep it simple and direct because I think it's a direct story and it's a story that needs to be told.
The 10th winner of Portrait Artist of the Year, Wendy Barrett, is in the midst of working on her commission of Dr. Jane Goodall for the National Portrait Gallery. Before portraiture, Wendy expressed her art through figurative sketching. And when she couldn't find a local life drawing class to continue her practice, she started her own.
Life drawing is my go-to thing. It has been ever since I came out of art school. I knew that it was for me. OK, so everybody knows Martina, so welcome, Martina. I thought what we do today is start with some 5-minute poses to get everybody warmed up. OK? Right, so let's go into first pose. When you're in a life room with fellow artists, it's quite a unique experience because we're all doing the same thing, looking at the same pose, but from different angles, and there's a real energy there. It helps me to look at the human figure, the human face in a different way and experiment. With such an important commission, there's a danger of getting too precious about it, and so life drawing helps me to get back into that expressive, free mode that I think brings life to a portrait.
One of her class regulars is a familiar face, Mark Oliver, a Portrait Artist of the Year 2021 finalist.
So, if you had to give up one,
portraiture
or life drawing?
I think I'd give up portraiture.
Controversial.
Controversial. Because you can make a portrait and a life drawing.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there, yeah. Wendy's gone one step ahead of me. I was just made up to get into the final anyway. And yeah, she's going to be teasing me for a while, I think, yeah. But it's good. I'm really, really pleased. You definitely were going to be good at it because you weren't going to be fazed.
I'm really glad you convinced me to do it.
Good, I'm glad you're not shouting at me on the street.
No.
You made
me Not at all.
Wendy's a great artist. She's patient. She's dedicated to what she does. She has a great sense of humour and great observation. Yeah, it'd be exciting to see what she comes up with.
For her second and final sitting, Wendy is back in Bournemouth. But this time she's meeting Dr. Jane at the Natural Science Society Museum.
I'm just going to work with a very limited palette today, just cool and warm, so we're not accurate colours, but to get the feeling of paint on canvas.
Hello.
Hello,
we meet
Jane.
again.
Lovely to meet you again.
I gather that you were at the Soho House thing in London.
Yes.
So you learned a bit about Roots and Shoots and the Institute.
Which is really interesting.
Roots and Shoots is my greatest hope for the future.
OK.
It's now in 69 countries, growing.
Word.
Members from kindergarten through university. We've even got some little preschoolers, wriggling about on the floor. The main message is every single one of us makes an impact every day, and we get to choose what sort of impact we make.
Yeah.
Some amazing things happening.
Fantastic.
Anyway, goodness, you are making me brown and black
and
grey.
Because it's a quick painting, I'm keeping it to a limited palette, and you can get an awful lot of colours just from 2 colours and white. So I'm being economical, environmental. I might be quiet and paint because I'm...
So I shouldn't make you laugh?
No, you should always make me laugh. Laughter is it's essential. So you've travelled so far and wide. Have you got a favourite place to go? I can probably guess, but...
No, you'd probably guess my favourite place would be Gombe.
Okay,
but you're wrong.
I'm wrong, OK.
Because Gombe, if I could go back to Gombe as it was in the 60s,
okay.
I'd say, like a shot, that's my favourite place in the whole world. But Gombe is so different now. So my favourite place, you asked me, is coming home, where I grew up, because, you know, that's got all my childhood memories, my dreams, my books. So it's full of those wonderful memories.
Hope is a very powerful thing, isn't it?
Yep.
Because if you look at the news, you think, you know, why don't we just give up and go on holiday?
Well, if you lose hope, you do give up.
Yeah.
And then if people lose hope, they become apathetic.
Yeah.
How can you possibly think of all the little children being born into a world where everybody's given up? What a nightmare.
Well, yes,
you know, and there are reasons for hope, and more scientific evidence is coming out that renewable energy and carbon capture are actually on the up and up. If we protect our forests and our wetlands and our kelp forests in the ocean, of course it all makes a difference when you add up the millions of changes that people are making around the world.
Yeah.
So our Roots and Shoots groups now at the end of any meeting where they've gathered together, they were saying, together we can, meaning we can save the world. Now they say, together we can, together we will. And I say yes, because together we must.
OK, so I think time's up. Would you like to see what I've done?
Yes, because I know it's not finished.
Yeah, OK. So, there we go.
The eyes are much better.
I'm after a twinkle in your eye because you're so alive in your eyes.
Yeah.
And, you know, we were talking about observation and you being inquisitive, and you've still got that in your eyes.
But you're getting there.
Thank you. OK, let's have a lovely... Oh, wait, yeah.
I'll be very still. I think, quite honestly, it's going to be other people who judge, not me.
Could you look towards me over here, Jane? That's nice.
You can't really judge your own self.
Okay. And I'm just going to do a profile of your iconic ponytail.
The first one, I looked kind of fierce. This one is getting much closer to what I think I look like. So are we done?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Dr. Jane. I'll make you look amazing.
I'll give you a hug.
Yes,
A good luck hug.
Thank you very much, Jane.
Bye for now.
Bye. Thank
See
you very much, Jane.
in London.
Yes. I know I can get lightness. That wasn't the sort of thing for today. Today was to see what squidging paint around on the surface would do for the story and what I'd glean from that. So I'm happy with that, yeah. She's small and quite quiet, but with a strength that sort of almost punches you in the stomach.
Having finished her 2 sittings with Dr. Jane, Wendy must now gather all her thoughts and ideas before starting on the final portrait.
Brew's up.
Ah, brilliant.
So we're going through the photographs?
Yeah, decisions to be made. I'm in a bit of a dilemma.
Why have you got a dilemma?
Well, I've got these where she's looking directly at me, which show a real humanity.
They're lovely photos.
And then, you know how I like twists
Movement.
and turns and movement?
Angles.
That's a lovely, twisted sort of pose.
Is it possible to have the movement in the head and the body and still have the eyes looking straight
Yeah,
ahead?
well, that's what I've been working on. So I did work on a drawing using this photograph.
Wow, I haven't seen this.
Yeah, so that sort of lovely twist in the pose.
That's really
That's
lovely.
got quite a nice look in the eye, hasn't it?
Oh, my goodness. If it's anything like this drawing, it's going to be beautiful.
Well, there we go, finished.
There you are. Photocopy on the wall. Bob's your uncle.
I'm going into this portrait with more of an idea of where I'm going. And all these studies have helped me to eliminate some things. So rather than 20 paths, I've now tuned it down to 4 or 5 paths that I could go on. It's scarier not knowing where you're going, but that's why I'm the painter that I am, because I want to go through that painful process for some reason. It's really exciting because I now feel that I'm really ready to start. It's like I'm at the top of the roller coaster at the moment, and it could go really brilliantly and feel elated, or I could end up with really white knuckles and really poorly at the end. When people are standing in front of the portrait, I want them to feel drawn in by Jane's face, and I want them to see her seriousness, but also the life in her. You know, she's got a spark, and I want her face to give her an emotion to the viewer. The emotion I suppose I felt when I met her, which is you feel very calm and serene when you meet her. You just feel this sort of sense of she knows what she's about, but there's no ego there. It's just humanity, I suppose. I'd be disappointed if it just turned into an ordinary pretty picture. That's the important thing for me, is to show that she's a human being who's having an amazing life and doing amazing things. I'm not expecting her to like it, but hopefully she might appreciate it. If she does say, I really like it, I will jump for joy.
The hard work for Wendy Barrett is over, and now it's time to unveil her portrait of Dr. Jane Goodall at the National Portrait Gallery.
Walking into the National Portrait Gallery, knowing that my portrait is going to be in the collection, is exciting, but also quite nerve-wracking as well, because you're sort of almost going, oh, you know, you want to, like, just give it to someone and run away. I'm hoping people will feel, hopefully they'll be touched by it. That's what I want.
Wendy's in the traditional school, so she represents all of us traditionalists who paint realistically using tones and skin colours that we observe, but she does it in a very painterly way. That is very contemporary and very immediate, and that's rather magical.
Tonight is the first time Dr. Jane will see her finished portrait, which will hang in the gallery for years to come.
I hope that Wendy's captured something of who I am.
Hello, Jane. So lovely to see you again.
And it's been a while.
It has. It's
yes,
been a long
and
time.
meanwhile, you've been working really hard. She's got a choice. She can either capture this Jane, this ordinary person standing here, or she might capture a bit of the icon. Which one might Wendy capture? I don't know. What do you think would happen if I did a chimpanzee call? Shall I do it?
Yeah.
You dare me?
Yeah.
Okay. Chimpanzee for me, Jane. Now we do it together. 1, 2, 3. Yay!
With Dr. Jane Goodall, we've given Wendy a phenomenal character. So the portrait needs to tell the story of all of her achievements as well as that really, really strong character.
The expectations are incredibly high. This is the National Portrait Gallery. This is the temple of portraiture. It's the home of portraiture in this country, and I think that we need a painting which knocks it out of the park and nothing less.
We've wanted a portrait of Jane Goodall for a really long time, and so it's a really exciting moment.
Welcome, everyone, to this very special occasion at the National Portrait Gallery, which is the unveiling of an extremely important portrait of that extremely distinguished conservationist, Dr. Jane Goodall. Jane, you are enormously welcome. So how are you feeling about this?
I think probably Wendy and I are sharing much the same feelings right now.
We are, yes.
Aren't we?
Yeah,
I mean,
yes.
you're wondering how I will react.
Yes.
And I'm wondering how I will react.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll end up in a hug.
Well, shall we hug first,
Yes,
just in case?
yeah.
It's a great moment, isn't it? Will you help me unveil it?
Me?
Yes, why not?
Oh, wow.
Oh, my.
Part of this that you've captured is me, but part of it is the icon, and it's an interesting, fascinating mix. Well done.
Interesting. Thank you. Thank you.
And how do you feel about Jane seeing it?
Really happy now. So she hasn't run out of the room. No, I'm really pleased. I wanted it to be very human, but also to show her that she's got a place in the world.
There is a twinkle in the eye, isn't there?
Oh, a definite twinkle in the eye, and a mouth about to kind of get the giggles.
Yes. Thank you very much indeed.
I feel proud of myself for entering the competition in the first place, stepping right out of my comfort zone. And I feel proud that I was able to trust in what I do and how I paint people and not try and come up with something that I think would please somebody.
I was kind of dreading looking at it, but
Yeah.
I'm very happy to look like
Yeah.
that, so thank you. I think Wendy did a very, very good job. And I have seen hundreds of portraits of me over the years. And this was absolutely one of the best.
What I love what Wendy's done is almost like the outline that allows it to sort of fizz with energy. You know that you're looking at someone who's buzzing with information and knowledge.
An experience who's really lived. For me, this painting is just all about the eyes. I am literally falling into these eyes. They're very powerful. I love Wendy's painting. I think it's basically a masterclass. You know, she really rose to the occasion. We gave her nothing short of an icon to paint for a really, really important institution. I think it's beautiful.
Well, you know, our track record as judges is pretty good. And I'm not going to lie, I think we've done it again. I think she's given us a really sympathetic, empathetic portrait of a very serious, important sitter. I think she's done a great job.
It's a great marriage of artist and sitter, and that's what we're always looking for at the National Portrait Gallery.
No, I'm very happy with this, and I'm glad you're happy with it.
There's a lot of humanity in that portrait, I think. I was more moved by it than I expected to be. I really feel that it captured Dr. Jane Goodall. You really feel that you're meeting her in the portrait.
It's so arresting and so moving. Jane is really looking at us. It's astonishing. That is beyond skill. That's magic.
What do you think, Jack?
It's great.
Rubbish.
It's great.
Are you proud of Wendy? I have been asked this question a lot. And I find it quite an extraordinary question because, of course, I'm bloody proud of Wendy. Look at what she does. She is my wife, and I love her.
I feel I can legitimately call myself an artist, and it feels right. So I'm just extremely grateful, and I just feel out of this world. It's lovely.